Hello twin flames, and welcome to this reading. So this is a reading about union, about what it's like to be in union, how you move into union, why, and I'm going to use some angel cards too. So thank you for being here, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So I've been asked to do this reading because so many people are coming into union right now. So many couples are coming into union in the Twin Flame Collective, because as we move from 2020 energy into 2024, it's a time where twin flames all over the world are coming into union to raise the vibration of humanity, to leave a legacy and to build a life together. And that's what this is. Now, I'm a twin flame in union, and I've been in union for just over a year now. So, I can kind of talk about it knowing how it feels. So whether you're in union now and you need some guidance, or you're coming into union and you want to know what to expect, that's why I'm doing this reading. So we're going to use Archangel Michael and the Divine Feminine Transformation Affirmation deck by our powerful soul sister Sandra. Now, when we come into union, we are in alignment with ourselves. That means that we've healed most of the core wounds within ourselves, especially the core wounds that block or create a challenge to union. We feel more at peace with our life, more connected with ourselves, and more tapped in with our alignment. That means that you've aligned with the feminine and the masculine aspects of yourself. So you've healed all those things. So anything that was a real trigger for you as you went through separation and as you move towards union, you'll find that when you're coming into union, it's healed, it's gone. It doesn't matter anymore. It's something of the past, and that's what I found on my journey. Jealousy was a big one that I had to heal. And this wasn't something that was a small part of my life. It was a big part. It was one of the most biggest core wounds that I had to heal. Jealousy is connected with fear of not being enough, fear of abandonment, fear of not being worthy of things in my life. And even though I felt content and satisfied in all the other areas of my life, in love, it always felt wrong, or it always felt like, there was something missing and there was something connected with me that I hadn't healed, that wasn't right, or I wasn't enough, or, I had to always try and be better than everyone else to win someone's love. And that's not how it is at all. So jealousy was a big one I had to heal. And now it's like a part of my, past. It's something that I don't even think about because I'm a twin in union, and there's no need for me to even feel jealous about anything. It's something I've healed within me. So whatever your core wound is, and you'll know what it is, you'll know you're ready for union because you know that it's a part of your past. You've healed it. It doesn't even affect you anymore. Now I'm in union with George. It wouldn't matter if he went to, the other side of the globe. I would still feel enough. I would still feel that power, and in my power, and not be jealous and trust him enough to go where he needs to go, because I've healed that part of me. And that's something that I had to heal within me, just like you have to heal what's within you. So as you're moving into union, you're ready because you've healed your core wounds. Things may trigger you still, but not connected with your twin. You may get triggered by things in the outside world, or things going on in your job, or, your family, but not even in the same league as how it was. You've healed so much of yourself, you've come into alignment, and you've really balanced that masculine and feminine aspect of you. So you feel more at peace, more calm, more tuned into everything. You feel the energy of the world and you walk with it, but you're not kind of it. You're operating from your higher self most of the time. You feel aligned with the energy. And when you move into union, you realize that it's just like being in a normal relationship, because when we're on the road to union, we have this vision of what it will be like, and, we think it will be totally magical and wonderful, and it is all of those things, but it's a relationship. It's you and your person enjoying time together, being together, building a life together. So it's not that the magic doesn't go, the magic's out there every day, but you realise that it may be not what you thought it was. That's why you just understand that it's just a relationship. Just like twin flame is a twin flame. If you put a label on things and you build everything up so much in your mind, it creates all this expectation. And when things don't live up to your expectation, it can dash your hopes and it can hurt you and it can cause pain. So as you go into union, don't have expectations of how it should be. Just take every step as it comes and realize that you are humans. You know, you are spiritual beings having a human experience, but you are human beings. That means you have needs and you have things to do. So the thing that works so well for me and George is we appreciate each other, but we also respect each other, because we respect that we are, you know, separate beings too. So I need my space and he needs his space. Just like, you know, that when you're in separation, you understand that your masculine needs time to heal. And when you're operating from both energies, you need that time too. So what works in our connection is we give each other space, we give each other time if that's what we need. And it's something we know. You know, we don't have to communicate to each other that that's what we need. It's something we just feel and know, because we've always got that telepathic bond going. Even, thank you, that can sometimes cause fear in others. So you may be watching this in fear of what to expect. But when you know about that telepathic link between you, it's always there. And it gets stronger when you're in union. So even though we live together, you know, we know what each other is thinking. We feel each other. You know, we know. So we know when we need space. We know when we need time apart. And I don't mean big time apart. I mean, when I need an hour in the other room watching Dynasty, and he needs an hour in the other room playing on his PlayStation. So it's a need that you feel. So you just know, and you don't feel, you know, like anything's missing when you're in union too. Like sometimes we crave the energy of our twin flame so much that we feel something is missing. And it can even be, you know, when they're in the same room, you know, you feel that they're not close enough to you, or, you know, they're not giving you the energy, they're not opening up enough to you. And when you're in union, all of that goes. So you just enjoy each moment. And you enjoy each day, and you just take each day as it comes. And you understand that you're both growing, evolving and learning together. So the thing that works for me in union is, you know, to really understand my needs and to realise that I am experiencing all of these energies and to look after me. So when you're in separation from your twin, you learn to look after you. You know, you learn to give to yourself. You learn to heal yourself. You learn to focus on your dreams and goals, and you still have those, even though you may share those with your twin. So you realise that, you know, you have to give to you too. You have to look after you too. So it's about giving and receiving. And the best thing about being union is what you give, you get back. You know, it's alignment. Everything is an alignment. So, you know, I don't have to go out of my way to give to George because, you know, it's just a natural thing. And, you know, I've never had that before. And that was hard for me when we first came into union, because I was constantly thinking, you know, wow, you know, it was like, wow, this is amazing, you know, because in the past, I've always give, you know, and not received an equal measure. But when you're in union, you receive an equal measure. So what I'm trying to say is, what you give, you get back, and your twin will give to you first, and then you give back to them. So it's about that mutual thing. It's about that love being reciprocated, and, you know, reciprocated in such a way that you feel whole. Because sometimes when you're in separation, you don't feel it's reciprocated. Okay, you don't feel it. You feel like you're the one that's giving, and maybe your twin will give back, but not fulfilling enough to you. So you feel fulfilled in union. You know, you feel full, and that's because you're getting your release or your support from heaven. You know, you understand that you have this amazing connection with Source. So when you're in union, you're fully connected with Source, and you know you're coming into alignment with that when you're in, you know, in your healing period, because you feel it growing every day. You know, most of you watching right now will feel that power. You know, you'll feel that power of the divine, especially if you're watching this channel over and over, because it connects you with the divine and it's aligning you with your true self. So when you know you're ready for union, you know you've healed your trigger. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, well, I'm ready, but something is still triggering you, and that could be the amount of time it's taking. It could be them with their person right now that they need to leave, or, you know, something has been healed within you. You're not quite ready because you have to get to a place of surrender, and that's what I did. You know, I got to a place of pure surrender where I didn't really care one way or the other because I was enjoying my life. I was enjoying what I was doing. I was working on service. I was focused on my goals. And then just like magic, it all fell into place. And that's exactly what will happen for you. So when you're in union, you know, you're just kind of in a relationship. It's nothing, you know, like the fireworks go off. I mean, the fireworks go off in the connection. I'm trying to help you to understand how it is from a real perspective, that you are two people having a relationship. You wash the dishes, you do the laundry, you know, you spend time together, and you also have time doing your own thing. And that's how it should be in a relationship. You know, there's no kind of imbalance. When you're in union, you're in balance with everything. The way you feel, the way you are, the way your energy is connecting with your twin. And you feel each other. You know each other. I mean, me and George have got a cute thing. And, you know, the angels always say you have a cute thing between you. Something you've never had before with anyone else, like a cute thing. Like me and George meow each other like cats. You know, so if I'm upstairs and he's downstairs, you know, we'll meow each other to say, you know, are you still there? You know, we're here. It's like our cute thing. So you'll have a cute thing between you. You know, something beautiful between you. And you just live your life. And when you're in union, someone asked me if when you're in union, you know, you still have, if everything's smooth sailing, or you still have things that trigger you. Well, you have things that challenge you, because that's what life is. You know, if life was all smooth sailing, then, you know, there'd be no reason to be here right now on the earth plane, because we come here to go through the rough and the smooth, to learn and grow. That's why life can be a roller coaster. I mean, Ronan Keating sang about that. Life is a roller coaster. You've just got to ride it. So when you're in union, you have other things happening, but you've got each other as backup. You know, you are each other's rocks. You are each other's support systems, and you help each other. And, you know, I've been in union with George well, we came into union in July of 2019. We only have tiny, tiny squabbles. You know, there's no real arguments when you're in union. It's not like, how can I explain it? Like, I may get angry over something because it's not done, because that's what I'm healing in me. Okay, I'm a controller. I like to control things. And George has taught me how to release control. So obviously to come into union, I had to release and surrender, you know, to trust in heaven and all those things. But as a person, sometimes I can be controlling in the way I do things. In other words, if I want to wash the dishes, I want to wash them there and then. I don't want to wait 5 minutes. Or if I want the rubbish going out, I don't, you know, want it doing there and then. And George isn't like that. George is very easygoing, relaxing. So he kind of teaches me to not get annoyed over things. So if I get annoyed at him for not doing something, then, you know, it's literally like a 2-second boo, and then everything's fine again. And I've never had that before in a relationship. You know, it's sometimes there's been days where I haven't spoke to a person, or, you know, there's been heated arguments and angriness, and there's nothing like that. The anger goes. You know, you still have the triggers there that come in, that, like things like that affect you. But you are learning to let go, you know, of who you are, to release the need for things now in this moment. And that's what we all learn as a spiritual being, to trust in the divine, to trust that we are safe and supported, to let go of any fear. So you still go through fears and struggle, but not connected with your twin. There are other things. It could be things at work, things connected in your family, but you go through them together, and you are there as a beacon of light for each other and the world. So you'll also have a mission together. You know, me and George have a mission together to help twin flames. We do it separately. You know, I work downstairs, he works upstairs. We have 2 separate channels, but we're on the same path. We're aligned, and our, you know, joint energy heals the world energy. So your joint energy, so you may be doing something collectively. You know, like there's twin flames who have channels together, you know, or have a mission together, and maybe they're doing healing work together in the same moment. Or you may have a mission like me and George, where you're helping the collective, but you're doing it in a separate way. But you're still working on your mission, and you're on the same path. So the angels will guide you what that is. But the best guidance I can give to you if you're in union is to take every day as it comes, to relax and breathe, and to understand that things will still trigger you, but that's to do with your own personal life. It's not connected with your mission or your union. The things that triggered you about your twin flame will not trigger you when you're in union. You know, you won't be triggered by any of that. There's no need to run away from each other. So when you have the space, it's because you need time for yourself, not because you need space away from them. That's the point I'm getting over. I hope that's coming across clearly. You know, it's not like I think, oh my God, I need space from George, or he's saying, oh, I need space from Liz. It's we just appreciate that, you know, as a being of light and as a human being, you know, having a spiritual being, having a human experience, you need time for you. You need that time to connect with Source, especially if you're living with someone, because you're constantly with each other. So you need to just respect each other's needs. And, you know, you'll need time by yourself just as much as they will, because that's your masculine energy. But there's no need to run. The running is gone when you're in union. That's why reunion and union are different. You know, reunion is when you come together for communication and to let each other know you care, but then something happens that makes you part again. When you're in union, you're building a life together. You know, and some people say, is union marriage? Well, you're already in a spiritual marriage. You know, me and George feel married even though there's no ring or piece of paper. I mean, I've got a tattoo on my ring finger, which is a cross, because I'm eternally married to heaven. You know, that's my mission. And that's why that cross is there, you know, to show to me and the world my bond with heaven, because that's my purpose. And, you know, even if me and George did get married, that would not change that. So this is about you realising that it doesn't have to be a marriage to be a union. You know, union is marriage, marriage is union. It's a spiritual, sacred relationship. So it's whatever you guys want it to be. It doesn't have to be marriage. It doesn't have to be having kids. That's what society says. It's what you believe and feel within you. Some of you will want marriage, some of you won't. Some of you will be able to have kids, some of you won't. Some of you will want to, you know, build a legacy together. Some of you may just want to live happily ever after, shining your light. It's your journey, and you know what that is for you and what that means for you. So don't listen to what society says. You know, society are the ones that bring all the challenges in. You know, when we're going through, when we meet up, like, oh, if there's an age gap, oh, you know. I mean, there's a 19-year age gap between me and George. You'd never know it. You'd never know it. If you met us in person, you would never know it because of how we are together. You know, age does not even come into it. When I look at George, I see my partner, you know, my equal, my one. I don't see a 25-year-old younger guy. You know, I'm 44. He doesn't look at me and think, oh, she's an older woman. You know, we just see each other as equals because that's what we are. And that's what you will feel like with your twin. So if you've got them on a pedestal right now, and they more than likely have got you on a pedestal because you're this goddess to them, or when you come into union, that shifts and changes because you move into alignment and you realise that you are just together and one. So you are one. You know, you're one anyway, but when you're in union, you know, you just feel physically one because you are physically together. You know, when you are in separation or when you're on the road to union, you feel it more on a spiritual 5D level. You know you are one, but because you're not spending as much physical time together, you feel it in other ways. So what I'm really trying to get across to you in this reading, in this video, I'm going to do the cards in a second, is it's a normal relationship. It's not like how it was with other people, obviously, because it's powerful and magical and strong, but it's just a relationship. So you don't have to go into it thinking, oh my God, it's union and what if I mess it up? Because there's none of those feelings. You don't go into it feeling that way. You know, you go into it knowing that you are strong and that you'll be okay, you know, and that everything will work out. I mean, me and George just know that we're going to be together and what will be, will be. And, you know, you just have to be in that mindset. So your mindset is stronger when you're in union because you are a unit. And that's the whole point. So let's do some cards there. So thank you, angels. Let's see what you need to know when you're in union. So if anyone's in union right now watching this reading, or you're moving into union, what do we need to know, please, angels? What do we need to know? What do we know when we're in union? Okay, what do we need to know? I'm taking out anything I feel is jumping in. So I love this. Look at this first. You and your loved ones are safe. So you feel safe when you're in union. And you know that you are safe. Your person is safe. Everyone around is safe. And the prayer is, dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthy, happy life. And That's what you do. You enjoy a healthy, happy life because you feel at peace with your journey. So when you're in union, everything you've gone through to union puts you into a state of peace. And you know that you are safe and all is well. Honour and trust your feelings. So you know that what you feel is real. You've learned that in separation. You've learned that on the path to union. So you learn in union that you can honour and trust your feelings. That means you honour yourself. So you're honouring yourself in union, not just them. You know, when we're in separation, we try and honour our twin. But we honour ourselves in union. We listen to our body, we listen to our mind, our needs, our soul, our heart. And we do what feels right for ourselves. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me to understand and express my emotions with love. How beautiful is that? So you were able to express your emotions with love. So that's another thing we do in union. You know, there's no barriers there. The hearts are open. Your masculine will open to you and you will open to them. You will give to them and they will give to you. You will express the way you feel. You'll talk about things. You'll be very open. Very King of Cups energy. You know, so it's about being open to each other and being vulnerable with each other in union. This is your life purpose. So it's your life purpose to be in union. So if you're watching this now thinking, what will it be like in union? It's your life purpose to be in union. And I keep telling you that over and over again. And, you know, I'm able to because I'm a twin in union, saying to you, you will be in union. But you have to believe it to see it. Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. So when you're in union, you work on your purpose either together or separately, and you're able to make it meaningful. You know, meaningful career. You know, when me and George came into union, I was able to do this full time, which is my meaningful purpose. You know, before then, it was always a fight with the ego. You know, can I do it? You know, will I be able to? Will I pay my bills? And it was fear. So you move out of fear. You know, fear dissipates when you're in union because you know you're on purpose, and you will go through things in your life that may create fear, but you handle it far better, easier. You know, life isn't as dramatic when you're in union. We've got, I am focusing on service. Wow. So when you're in union, you're able to focus more on service because that's what you do. You know, when you focused on coming into union, you focused on coming into union. So they are all you can think about. You know, you're constantly thinking about what they are doing, all these things. You move out of that energy. There's none of that going on. Because you were one, and you won anyway, but you just, all that's gone, so you can focus on service. So when you're in union, you focus on service. We've got, I am the magician of my life. So you realise you are a creator. And this is what you learn anyway on the journey to union. This is what this channel here is all about. Helping you to realise you are a magician. But when you're in union, you magically create the life you want in service. So you realise your power and you manifest things like that, you know. So you release the fear. Thank you. They're giving me fear because I feel like someone watching is in fear. You know, you may be picking up on that. Also, they're showing me that you release this fear. You know, you release all fears when you're in union. So the magician is you. You know, you realise that you are a magician, a creator, and you create the life of your dreams. I am taking good care of my body, mind and soul. So when you're in union, you're taking good care of yourself because it's about you. You know, you're more focused on you rather than them. So even though you're focused on each other as a couple, you're more focused on you. It's really important you know that because that's why I'm always saying to you, focus on your goals, you know, focus on your dreams. Think about you. You know, don't worry so much about them. Let them do them. Because when you do that, you're already in the energy of union. So you're able to focus more on you. And this card's moving on the top here. I am playful and I listen to my inner child. So you play together. You know, me and George are like two kids. You know, we get excited about things and we listen to our inner guidance and we tune in with things and we do things we love to do. You know, our perfect night in is watching a series on DVD or Netflix. You know, loving doing that together. So we do things together that bring fun in, but we also do things separately. And for us, it's the shows, it's our that's what we love to do, especially now because, you know, there's lockdowns and restrictions, so we can't go anywhere. You know, we've travelled together, you know, but we can't do that now. So what we do now is we enjoy exploring things in other ways. So we do things together and separately, and that's what keeps it good, because it's the friendship that holds it together. You know, it's okay to have that, you know, the sexy time and all of that, but it's the friendship that holds it together. Without the friendship, there's nothing. And me and George are best friends, and you will be best friends with your twin in union, because that's what builds it up. That's the glue that holds it together, and that's what the nurturing love is. So it's all of it, and you have to be able to play together and have fun together, and that means tapping in with your inner child, and you are stronger together, because you are strong within yourself. So you are strength when you know, so I am strength. When you're in union, you are strength. You are strong and powerful. You know, people call me and George a power couple. And, you know, that's not even seen as together, because you feel the energy of, you know, what we're doing collectively for humanity. And that's what it will be like for you. You are strong and powerful. So in union, you feel strong. You've kind of come into alignment with your true self, who you are, the greatest version of yourself. So even though you'll still experience things along the way, you handle them better. You learn not to take it personally on the way to union. And when you're in union, you relax and breathe. You be more playful. You know, you feel better in yourself because you're not stressed out so much. You know, when you're in separation, you know, or, you know, there's something there that's causing fear, you feel stressed out. So you release all of that. So you feel better within your own physical body. You take good care of you. You know, you do the things that maybe you've always wanted to do because you're able to do them, because you've got more time, because you're not focusing so much attention on them. And you become the creator, which you're becoming anyway, by focusing on service, giving it to heaven, saying to the universe, what would you have me do? You know, where would you have me go? What would you have me say? And allowing the universe to guide you. That's what your life purpose is. Honouring and trusting your feelings. Focusing on yourself and knowing that you are safe and your journey is protected. And everything that we've talked about in this reading is everything the angels guide you to do on the way to union. So that you know how to behave in union, because it will just be a continuation of what you're doing now. But you'll have released the core wounds, healed them, and released all the fear. I hope that helps. Sending you so much love, blessing your union. You will be in union, and if you are now, the angels are so proud of you, you know, for persevering, for staying strong and moving into your mission, because your mission starts now. And if you're a twin flame watching this, then, you know, you're already on your mission, because you're working on what you need to do to find yourself. And that's the part of union that works for you. I hope that helps. Have a great day. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.